Hey everybody. So, Wake Forest game this weekend. I'm going to preview that tonight, and first want to apologize for the complete lack of production quality in my videos lately. You're going to have to bear with me. My life is an absolute complete disaster right now, so my video quality is suffering as a result. But don't worry, Sea Dog one day will bounce back stronger than ever. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about this Wake Forest game. Wake Forest this weekend. We have another tough matchup in the month of September. Heat's turning up. I mean, a lot of competitive pressure on this game for us to finally, come up with a win against a Power 5 team. 1-3 start to the season would be really demoralizing and not good, but it is entirely possible. A lot of Tech fans are looking at this as a win. When you compare Wake Forest to Louisville and Ole Miss, obviously they don't appear to be as good of a team. Now, this will be the third undefeated team we've faced, this year. So once again, no, light work, but we are going to be, they have faced some pretty crappy competition. I think they faced like Elon and someone else, and then of course last week struggled against Old Dominion, didn't look good, had to come behind to win. So that was concerning for them. I think they went on the road too. I don't know why you'd want to go on the road to like a group of 5 team. It just doesn't seem to end well. And it almost did end badly for them. So they were able to escape with a win. And, so that kind of gives me hope that, they're not quite up to the Wake Forest standard that we kind of know them to be, in these past years. I come on here and all the time sing the praises of Dave Clawson and how good of a coach I think he is, and, just how much respect I have for him. Wake Forest is a really tough job, and he is elite. I honestly think he might be a top 5 coach in the country. With what he's able to do at Wake Forest is nothing short of incredible. And I don't think a lot of the coaches that the normal person would consider, top in the country or whatever, would be able to do what Dave Clawson has done at Wake Forest. Mad respect for him. And also, this is the first year that we're going to be facing them in the new 3-3-5 ACC divisionless system. So they're one of our rivals, of course. It'd be really nice to, not start 0-2 versus our new rivals from the Atlantic Division. That was, of course, I was highly irritated when it was announced that we were going to be playing Wake Forest every year, because who gives a freaking crap about that? Obviously, we have no rivalry or history with them at all. Same with Louisville. We played Louisville like a total of 2 or 3 times in the past. Just stupid. But anyway, Wake Forest, like I was saying, obviously the big story with them was they lost Sam Hartman. So a lot of people were down on them. Not me. I always expect them to be really good, because you can say, oh, well, they lose Sam Hartman, they lose blah, blah, blah. Well, it was always that in the past. I mean, they lost Jamie Newman. They wound up fine. They lost Kenneth Walker. They're fine. So it's like you can count Wake Forest out, but that's all they do there is develop and recruits, and he's going to pull some 3-star nobody's ever heard of out of his ass, and the dude's going to light the world on fire and then transfer. So that's just how they roll at Wake Forest. He finds, he hits these recruiting like gems constantly. Wake Forest does, and every so often puts together a really good year, but annually 6, 7, 8 win team usually. And then rattles off, a really good season every now and then. And so, what are they this year? Seems to be another 6, 7, 8 win season for them, just from what I've seen from them so far. I have pretty good confidence that we can win, but I'm also very nervous, because obviously within the context of our season, we're 1-2, and we're really itching to get a win, We are a better team than to have a losing record. This team that I've watched the past few weeks, Georgia Tech, is no slouch of a team, We're not a team that gets freaking blown out and gets our ass kicked every week like under Jeff Collins. This team is clearly a much better team, much well coached, disciplined, and we need a win, and we need it bad because like I said, starting the season 1-3 would be pretty demoralizing. Now, a lot of people are talking about this game is really necessary for a bowl. I disagree. I think that there's a ton of toss-up games on our schedule, even going forward. Now, I will say, much as it pains me to say, the Miami game is looking like it's probably going to be a loss. But looking at our schedule, that's the only game you can count as a loss. Is Brent Key going to lose every single toss-up game? I don't think so. I mean, there's several teams on our schedule that should be easy wins. Virginia, Boston College, Bowling Green, to name a few. And then, there's several toss-up games that can get us to a bowl win, even if we lose to Wake Forest. And I don't think there's any shame in losing to Wake Forest. I picked us to lose to them in the offseason. Like I said, Dave Clawson's an amazing coach, and he's been there for, 7 years and got all that continuity and the coaching staff and the players and everything in their system down there. The Claw Fence. The freaking Claw Fence. He's got going. So, the Claw Fence. So, no shame in losing them, to be honest. This is just out of sheer respect for them that I'm saying this. And now, it doesn't change the fact that we absolutely need a win. So, I mean, it's really turning up the heat. We're tired of losing. A lot of Tech fans pissed off. I'm pissed off. I mean, I think we're better than 1-2. We choked the Louisville game away. That's a game we should have won. So I'd like to see us, I was saying in the offseason, tough road stretch here in the month, to end September. We go on the road to Ole Miss and then on the road to Wake. And I was saying that, I would be happy if we went 1-1 in that series. And, of course, we're already 0 to be determined. So here's the chance for us to, really make a statement win because they are 3-0. They're a good-looking team. I mean, they've clearly got some flaws. They're not unbeatable. And I think that, we can win. I really do. Will we win? I think it's a complete toss-up. I think Wake Forest, I'm not sure the spread. I've heard anywhere from 8-4. Which sounds like it could be right. 8's a little high. I would probably think that it was closer to 4, but I should have probably confirmed that before I started. But like I say, you got to bear with me, okay? I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. But I will always make time to talk about Tech football, okay? And we're going on the road this weekend, Winston-Salem. And by God, I hope we can pull it off, And I think we can, but I don't think it's necessary to make a bowl, honestly. We could still win 6-7 games if we didn't win this game. I'm just being honest. I mean, a lot of people think we do. I think it would say more about, that we're not good enough to kind of beat them rather than the games remaining is kind of the vibe I'm picking up. Like, if we can't beat this Wake Forest team, then we're not good enough to make a bowl. I don't think so. I don't think that just because if we lose this game, we wouldn't be good enough to make a bowl. We're clearly a good team. We're clearly a bowl caliber team. I mean, if you can't tell that just by watching us, then you just don't know. Just so happens we have a pretty tough schedule. But there's really not. I'm not seeing a whole lot of games on our schedule that are just automatic losses anymore. Seems like a lot of the teams that we once thought would be untouchable are not so anymore. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Not a whole lot of breakdown, I guess, when you're talking about like matchups and stuff. I know that they are pretty good when it comes to sacks, but I feel good about our offensive line. They've actually been playing really well, which obviously was a concern coming into the season, but they played pretty well. Turns out we have a defensive issue now. I think that they have been giving up a few sacks too. So I know Old Dominion was all over them last week and forced some turnovers. And we don't really give up turnovers, but we don't really get a ton either. I mean, we haven't. Not that I can remember at all. So, hopefully we can force some turnovers. That's kind of Old Dominion's formula. And Surely we're better than Old Dominion, right? So surely we can give them a freaking game like that too. I don't know, but a lot of the people that were freaking out, oh my God, fire Bricky, fire Andrew Thacker, fire this and that, this coaching staff sucks. I happen to think that we just played two really good teams in weeks 1 and 3, and it's not the end of the world, okay? Not the end of the world. All right, so it'll be all right. Look, if you're concerned about the direction of our team, this would be a good barometer. If we go out and win this game, things are looking cool. Things are looking good, and we can we'll have a really good season. And if we lose this game, well, it depends. Do we lose it barely by a freaking hair? Do we lose comfortably, kind of like we did to Ole Miss? That would be more concerning. So I'll be sure to let you guys know what I think coming up the game. Not sure if I'll be able to stream it. My computer is freaking bricked, which is just amazing, so I can't stream right at the moment. So that's awesome. But, I'll let you guys know. What it is. I'll keep you updated and everything. Even if it's not the best quality, I'll jump on here and yell into my phone for a minute. So, all right. That has been my thoughts kind of on this Wake Forest game, kind of where we're at. And appreciate you guys watching. Go Jackets. Beat Wake Forest, and I'll see you next time.